Hey, how y'all doing? Crickey Joe here. And I know it's been about a month since I've done any farming sim. I did see a guy by the name of RudeMan53 playing this map, and I thought that looks like a cool map. And this is the Idaho, USA map. On this map, I sold some fields. We had 113. We had several fields. We had 24. We had 18 way over here. The farm is right here. We own 7 and 8. I kept number 10. I kept 16, 35, and 36. Sold the other fields. Sold all the equipment that we start with and got some other equipment. So I ended up getting the John Deere 2058 combine and the Ford, what is this, the 8630. Yeah, the Ford 8630 power shift. Kept one of the trailers that we started with, and also every farm needs a pickup. So I picked up the Ford F350. Now we're going to go and get the combine going on field number 7, which is straight ahead on the other side of the sheds and fence, just south of our main farm here. So let's get in and let's head this combine over to field number 7. I'm going to jump right into it. I'm not going to do a tour of the map. We'll kind of learn where everything is as we go. I have driven around a little bit, so I have a general idea of where things are at. And I apologize for not putting out any new videos lately. I've just been busy with work and trying to have a successful vegetable garden this year. And it's doing pretty good. Just pulled out watermelon and some cucumbers and lettuce. Lettuce is about done for the year. It's getting so hot, in the 90s, upper 90s right now. So let me get this guy lined up. I have set up some course play courses. This field, I've outlined the limits of this field and run an unload route for the tractor and trailer. Let me get this guy started. I did learn that using a cultivator with course play to work this field, sometimes it works fine, sometimes it'll cultivate right back in here. It'll cultivate about the grass in the road if you don't. You know, it doesn't happen every time, and I don't want that to happen, so I'm going to have to hire workers for cultivating. But everything else I should be able to. Should be able to do everything else with course play to make it easier. So I'm going to sped that guy up to 6 miles per hour. Get him rolling. And let's go get into our Ford tractor. Kind of a loud one. We'll get him set up on his unload course. A lot of sheds on this farm. The dairy is straight ahead. On this main farm, there are 2 farms on this map. The second farm has the chickens, sheep, pigs, and beef cattle. It also has its own grain silos that you can store things separately in. But I believe that the storage for straw, grass, silage, and mixed rations are shared between both farms. So let me load this guy up on field 7 and 8 unload. I made that into one course. Just give me 1 second. See if he'll follow the course I set up. I set up a course for this unload, the limits of field 7 right over here, and also I set up one course to take straw to the horse ranch, which is in the far south and west of this map, I believe. The horse ranch will take straw and grass. So I've set up just 3 courses so far. Make sure this guy is going to stop properly. Wait. Okay, so he is waiting. And he is 11% full. So starting out the map's always kind of slow. You really only have, you know, a couple operations going at any one time when you start out these series. So this one will be a little bit slow starting out. I apologize for that. Once we get more things going, it'll pick up its pace and it'll be a little more interesting. Ooh, that Ford tractor is kind of loud. You zoom out. Get away from this noise for a minute. So yeah, this is it's a nice looking map. You can see the hills in the background there with the trees, the woodlands, mountains around, towers, cell towers or radio towers or something. The town's actually set up pretty nice with the McDonald's, Tractor Supply Company. What else is there? A boot and saddle place. I think there's a grocery store that you can sell your eggs at. Well, let me just show you the map a little bit. This map, the vehicle selection map, shows you that down here is the horse ranch, grain mill, what is that? What is that? Pampalonica, or something like that. That's where you sell your pigs and beef, I think. Bassett maybe. One of these places you sell. Hanson's, another grain sell point, I believe. The biogas is up here. The town is basically in this intersection here. Garden center, vehicle shop, supermarket. The co-op is just to the west of town. North of the town is the dairy, the brewery, Budweiser Brewery, sugar factory, and the train depot. Your second farm is over here in the northeast corner. And I believe we own a grass field in these two fields next, or just south of it. So we'll be getting into animals at a later date. Right now we need to concentrate on harvesting the fields here closest to the farm, and then we'll end up running over here to the livestock farm and harvesting these two larger fields at some point. And I won't show all that on the camera. I'll probably, like I usually do, I'll end up having some videos with voice recording on the weekends, and then during the week, sometimes after I get home from work, I can maybe do like a 15-minute just gameplay with no voiceover, just to kind of let you guys follow along if you want to, and if you don't, that's fine. I'm not like a big time recorder on this game. I just love playing the game, and I want to share it with you as I can. So right now we're just on the first phase of harvesting, so we're just basically going to be watching a combine cut wheat, tractor unloading it. So I really can't do any windrowing with horseplay or forage wagoning horseplay yet, because it'll be too close to the combine. So we're basically stuck watching this John Deere cut some wheat. Zoom in a little bit here, a little more detail. There we go. I think I set the trailer up to start unloading him at 75%, so we'll see if it works out. I did a little testing on my other save game. I just kind of ran around this field a little bit, cut it off once, did some windrowing, tried the cultivator, and that's when I learned that the cultivator, if you cultivate yourself, or sometimes when you use horseplay, it'll cultivate everything it comes in contact with. So I have to use hired worker on this map, so be advised. If you do play this map, I don't know if it's the same way with everyone. I think there's a newer version of this map with a forestry included, logging, but I'm not really interested in logging. I'm a Kansas farm boy, so don't have a lot of trees here to cut down for lumber. So I'm more into the farming and animals. Just want to get this map started, start sharing it with you. Maybe some of you have already played it, and if so, why didn't someone suggest it? So yeah, I just was randomly looking at farming sim videos the other day and saw the videos that Rudeman53 was putting together, so shout out to Rudeman53. Glad I discovered your channel, and I haven't subscribed to you yet, but I will. So I hope everything's been going well with everyone. I've been doing a lot of work, my job, and like I said, I'm trying to keep a vegetable garden going. And it's been a good year this year, in this part of Kansas anyway. We've had decent rainfall, regular rainfall. Last year we were in a drought. This year we're having rain right when we need it, so I haven't had to do much watering. And on my vegetable garden, I'm using the Back to Eden method of gardening with wood chips. And I used to just grow garden the traditional way, open soil. And I'll tell you what, those wood chips really help keep the moisture in. They really help keep the weeds down. I hardly even have to weed anymore. Our town here has a, I guess it's a tree limb pile east of our town, and they chip the limbs up, and you have free wood chips all you want. So you just go out and get whatever I want when I want it. Well, that Ford is loud, just like the other Ford mods I have. The Ford, what is that? The Ford Forces. I don't know. I think that's what it's called. This one's a little bit newer tractor, but it's still loud. And it's only like 18,000 or 18,500, so why the heck not? I think it's like 120, 121 horse. And a pull a tipper. I'll have to get a bigger tractor for field work, so if you guys have any suggestions, I was thinking about getting the John Deere 8440 four-wheel drive, which is from my era when I was a kid. It's not the best looking mod, but I think I kind of like it. And I'm thinking about that, or maybe getting the JCB Fast Track or whatever it's called. It's a nice looking mod. I think it has more horsepower than the John Deere 8440, so. So this map has, you can see the silos over there in the background, has the one unloading point like most maps, but it also has one single loading point for all your grains, your wheat, barley, canola, corn. I guess this map also has oats and soybeans, I think. And you just pull up underneath the loading point and use the F1 help menu right there, and you select what seed you want to load, and then you push another button to actually load your trailer, and off you go. And then another thing in the description said the stave silo, which I think is the upright silo there, produces a little bit of silage a little at a time, where I guess you dump it in that side and there's an unloading point on the other. I haven't tested that out yet. And regular silos there for silage, so I don't know exactly how that works yet. Figure that out as time goes on. Straight ahead is the grass, straw, silage, and mixed ration storage with the conveyor belts. Some nice sheds. I'm going to jump out of here real quick. I'll run over to some of these sheds. The sheds have door triggers, at least a couple of them do. Go around to this one here. Go to the right side of the door, the icon shows, and you push O, and the door opens. And this shed has fertilizer and seed, plus storage. It's a nice big shed. So we should be able to run to this side of the door, or is it the other side of the door? That side of the door, the right side from the outside, I guess. And then we have, see, we have a fuel tank here. And then I'm guessing you can also load seed and fertilizer from outside. Maybe it's the storage inside, and this must be the loading point here. Plus we have some racks. I don't know if you can store anything on there or not, so maybe if you got like the power washer and stuff, maybe you could. There's some propane cylinders, some oil drums, another storage shed there that's open. I think there's another one. Yeah, there's another one back there next to the silos. And this, I think, is the workshop shed or garage, if I'm not mistaken. You open the door, and yeah, it's got the lift, it's got the air compressor, some racks, welder, storage, tools on the wall, workbench vise, couple kegs of beer. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Oops, you can run through the doors too if you didn't notice. What else we got around here? Some houses over here next to us are neighbors across the road. And I think these fences are non-collidable. Oh, we got a little garden going here. What do we got here? Just a bush or something. And no vegetables, just flowers. Okay, we got underwear on the line. We got a little meal out here on the back. It seems like every map that has a picnic table has the oranges and whatever the heck that thing is. Some chairs to enjoy the sunset. Is that? No, that would be east. That would be the sunrise. And some firewood. Here's our house. Across the road here, and this map also has some signage that tells you, hey, go that way. We have another coverall type shed over here. So that's cool. And we have this large area here, and on the other side of this also, so there's a good place to park things. Park larger equipment over here if you'd like. And town is off in that direction. You can see the water tower, you can see the town hall to the left, cell tower or something, some houses. Pretty cool. Anything else over here? Just this enclosure. I'm not going to take you on a full tour. Stop. See if he drives through us. Oh, he did stop. What's up, buddy? What's up? Your steering wheel is emerging from an interior fog or something. What'd you do? Fart in your car? That's a van. Oh, hey. Didn't mean to make you mad. So, yeah, it's a pretty good farm setup. Yeah, let's go down this way. There's on to the right up here. The grain storage is to the left, and then over here is the sugar beet and potato storage. So you pull into a covered area, and you have your dumping spots there for sugar beets and potatoes. And then up this road is the dairy. And I think this is a grass field here. It has bales on it, but I wonder if those are just for show. It's solid. I wonder if you can pick those. Those are probably just for show. Well, I was thinking maybe you could mow this field, but if it's got bales all over it, that won't work good with horseplay if they're solid. So let's see. What do we got there? Another bale. What do we have over here? We got a barn with a windmill and some lumber. Oh, I guess that must be where we pick up water, at the windmill. And another barn. I guess we can just store extra stuff in here. Probably store bales in there. And then here's the main dairy barn with the milk collector thing, and then the troughs. Is it just one trough? Oh yeah, two troughs. I don't think this one has the water mod. Oops. Everything's non-collidable. So then we're back to field 8 with canola. And then across here is the field we are currently working on, field number 7. So yeah, just a little quick run around the actual farmyard. And we watch our John Deere go by. Doing a good job there, Randy. Keep it up. It's a new start for you. Maybe you can redeem yourself. So I don't think our tractor has unloaded him yet. Let's see, it's still sitting down there. So this field may not have been fertilized initially, so next round we'll get it fertilized and plant something else. So let's see what we have coming up for great demand. Beef starts 2 days, barley starts in 5 days and 10 hours, and barley again in 4 days and 4 hours. So we got the Budweiser wants barley in 4 days, and the grain mill wants some more barley in a little over 5 days, 5.5 days. So it looks like barley is our closest grain, great demand, so we'll be planting some barley. Oh yeah, and if you look in the statistics, here's our silos here at this farm, and let's see, beef, pigs, chickens, sheep, cows. This is the livestock farm. The second farm I showed you on the map in the far eastern part of the map has its own grain storage. So keep that in mind. You can have grain in both places instead of sharing it between the two, which makes it a little more realistic. You wouldn't be able to retrieve grain from a silo, a couple miles away from one that you're at currently. Alright, so I just want to give you a little bit of an appetizer for this map. It's a really nice looking map. I'm going to continue getting this wheat harvested. And I do like the ground textures on this map, especially when you cultivate. It's nice and dark looking. It looks like real soil. So, hope you guys are doing well, and I'm sorry it took so long to get another video up. We will catch you next time. Take care.